Hi, and welcome to Casting an Actor's Perspective. My name is John, and this is video number 1 in a 20-part series. I looked it up just so I would be sure about how many weeks we were going to do this. But this is going to be the first video in a 20-week series on casting from an actor's perspective who has been a reader for the last 3.5 years and participated in over 10,000 auditions in that time. So let's just get started right away. Now, I will say that I haven't numerically ranked any of these videos or any of these points, but I will say that this video right now, this point, embodies the entire philosophy that I think is the most important aspect of everything I'm going to tell you about. So here we go. Point number 1, tell, don't ask. And what I mean by that is, in a very simple way, I cannot tell you how many times I have seen, and you're gonna know, you've done this, I'm sure. I've done it, I know for sure. But we have a tendency to walk into the room and say, is it okay if I sit? Or do you want me to sit or do you want me to stand? As opposed to walking in and saying, I'm going to sit. I'm going to stand. It's subtle, but it's a huge difference. It's very important. And why is it important? It's important because there's something that my current acting teacher talks about all the time, and I could not agree more with. And that is, the industry needs leadership. Everything you do in the audition space should not be considered a finished product. It should be considered a collaboration. And if you come in to collaborate, if you come in and you say, hey, I'm an artist. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I know how to do this work. I know how to do it well. So I'm going to show you how this works for me. And if you like what you see, and if you like the things that I'm doing for you, then let's talk further about that. Now, that doesn't mean that you come in and you say, this is my take. This is my audition. I read the lines like this. That's it. It means you come in and you say, hey, this is what I have to offer. And in my offering, I allow and I submit for you to be able to take my offering, pick it apart, look at it, turn it over, find out what's underneath it, go, hey, you know what? I really like this side of it, but what if I did this or we did this together on this side of it? And you being open and vulnerable enough to say, hey, cool. I see what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to go for. Let's see if we can work it. I may not see it exactly like that, but let me see if I can get closer and let's work on this together. The moment that you do that, the moment you become a leader, the moment you walk into that room and you say, I'm here to offer you this. Please take a good look at this offering and see if it's right for you. You're not asking them to judge you. You're not asking them to tell you whether it's right or wrong, because that doesn't exist. There is no right or wrong. We are human beings and we exist in many forms, and the characters that we play and portray exist in many forms. So don't get hung up on that stuff, but allow yourself to be malleable and soft and open, yet still firm and strong in your offering. But it's very key that you do not get it confused with coming in and saying it's my way or the highway. I'm a badass actor. You're going to get it, take it or leave it. That will probably lose you the job a lot of the time. Or at least it probably will make you very difficult to work with, and people can smell that from a mile away and they don't want it. Just remember, from the very beginning, as we start this series, tell, don't ask. Take a role of leadership. Take the responsibility of leadership and wear it proudly. Walk into a room, tell them what you're going to do. Say, here's my offering. Let's see if you like it. And if you don't, I'm open to changing it or modifying it and trying to find something that works for both of us. And respectfully, as artists, we will find our way together. So I hope that you'll join me next week for video number 2 in this series, where we break down the first beat of your scene and why it's the most important and how to navigate yourself through the rest of the scene. All right? I hope you've enjoyed this first video of Casting an Actor's Perspective, and I will see you next week. My name is John, and again, thank you for taking this journey with me.